Good evening everybody and welcome back to another edition of Thai Talk with Dan. Hopefully you can hear me okay. There's a lot of construction and a lot of stuff that's going on around me at the moment. So I don't want to jump into a long story. So instead, I'm going to share a story from a guy who's now in the thick of it here in Thailand.
Help me!
He's due to go back home on the 21st of March and he's in a situation with a bar girl.
Gotcha, bitch!
So, without further ado, let's jump straight in and see what this guy has got going on here in Thailand, where he met his Thai girl in Soi, Buakhao. Hi Dan, I thought I would share this story, which is fresh and happening right now and has a little bit of a twist. I first visited Pattaya in 1997 with my best mate Mark, who's a mank and a great wingman, and we had a fantastic time. This story starts on my next solo visit to Pattaya for 1 month in February 2022. The second week in, I met a girl at a bar in Soi Buakhao. Let's call her Pui. Pui was not beautiful, but she was small, cute, a bit crazy, spoke good English, and 37 years old. I was 55. She wore a jeans and t-shirt, no dress, flip-flops, not high heels, and nothing fake. We spent 3 weeks together, had an amazing time and a real girlfriend experience.
She's my beautiful girlfriend.
Now before departing Pui, I gave her 10,000 baht and 2 lots of 5,000 baht for each of her 2 daughters. I did send her 10,000 and another 5,000 when I returned to the UK, but this stopped when I started watching Thai Talk with Dan.
No! Yeah, boy.
I returned in October 2022 for 1 month. Another great girlfriend experience with Pui, and we visited Phuket. Then I returned back in February 2023 for 45 days. Another great girlfriend experience with Pui, visited Phi Phi. Then I returned in October 2023 for 1 month and had a great time. Brought both her daughters from Isan to Pattaya and we had a great time visiting attractions and the water parks, etc. And I had developed feelings for Pui. Then I returned back in January 2024 for a 2.5 month holiday. I met up with Pui and all seemed fine initially. However, soon she became sad, sometimes crying and continually looking at her phone for messages. I asked to see the messages on the phone and found out that her boyfriend of 5 years is in town, who is from the same part of the UK as myself.
Surprise, motherfucker.
So I say to her, I don't want to be with someone who does not want to be with me, and you should go back to him. And she did, and I was heartbroken. We keep in touch and she says she wants to be with me and returns. Same situation, she is with me in body but not in mind and continually looking at her phone for messages from him. All these times she is taking money from me, 2,000 for rent, 1,000 here and 1,000 there. About 6,000 in all, and we had aerobics just the once. She explains to me her boyfriend is skint, and he also drinks heavily, saying he drinks 15 bottles of Leo in a night. Can't be that skint then, can he? So, she returns back to him after an embarrassing altercation at the bar and her clothes are at my hotel room. 2 days later, she comes to collect her clothes and while she asks me for money, I tell her to ask her boyfriend to come to my hotel room, knock on the door, and I will give him some money. She then leaves. I have subsequently found out from her friends that she is buying her boyfriend drinks using the money that I gave her, which was meant to be for her and her 2 daughters. Now this guy is no oil painting, 53 years old with a beer belly. He's skint, he leaves a month before me, and he's told me in so many words she's just someone I see now and again, and he is getting it for free. So I think to myself, she must love him. I find this a very bizarre situation, and I was always told the girls go where the money is. So, is he pimping her out to other phalangs? I don't know. I feel I have been in a love triangle for the last month with me at the bottom. It's heartbreaking because I had 2 years invested in this girl, and this trip had been an absolute disaster. Now, I would be interested in the thoughts of this from the subscribers. Kind regards, Mark. P.S. I leave Thailand on the 21st of March 2024.
Pray! This is my rifle. There are many like it, but this one is mine. My rifle is my best friend. It is my life. I must master it as I must master my life.
Right, Mark, bit of a bizarre one for myself as well. Now, you're from the same neck of the woods as myself, Manchester in England, and you've got yourself in a situation where you spent a couple of years seeing this girl quite a few times, and then you find out she has a boyfriend, a foreign boyfriend that she's been with for the past 5 years. What I can't get my head around is why you didn't knock the relationship on its head as soon as you found out that. Now, I know of a similar situation where a guy was dating a woman for 6 months, and then her boyfriend, who had been away to work and make money because he was struggling for money, had finally come back. And then the cat finally came out of the bag. He found out that she'd been dating another guy, and the guy found out that she had a boyfriend all along. They all ended up meeting, and the girl's spin on it was, I love you and I love you, so why can't we all be together? Thailand, eh? Very crazy. But he had money problems and he had issues, and he thought that maybe he was pimping her out. Maybe they were struggling that much that she was willing to go and try to find money from another foreigner. It turned out that he had bought the house that she lived in and her family lived in, and it also turned out that the vehicle that everybody drives was paid for by him, but now he has money issues. So maybe it's her way of paying off her debt, keeping this guy going, and then hopefully he sorts out his financial situation in the future, and then she can get on with a life with this guy. Now, nobody knows what your situation is really like, but what we do all know is that this girl has had a boyfriend for the past 5 years, and you've got involved with her. She already had a guy, so really it's best off to just walk away. With the phone and the messages, she seems like she can't leave this guy. You know, there's something stopping her, and you're not really getting intimate together. So what's the point? What's the point of flying halfway around the world to mess around with a woman that's already got a boyfriend and someone that you've been giving money to as well? Yeah, it wasn't thousands upon thousands upon thousands, but you were still paying her. And like you say, the money that you paid was supposed to go to her and her daughters, and apparently it's going towards his 15 bottles of Leo per night. It's a crazy world that we live in. Guys, let us know what you think about this story, and if you've got any advice for Mark, or if you just simply agree with myself that as soon as he found out she had a boyfriend, he should have just walked away. Now guys, if you've got your own Thailand story and you do wish to share it on the channel, then don't be afraid. Please take the time out to type it out and email it in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com. Guys, in regards to the veteran the story that I shared yesterday. I'm hoping that he will be okay and everything will be fine. I know that he's read some of your comments because he emailed me yesterday and he thought it was very good, and hopefully he'll start to make friends now and he'll get in contact with people in Pattaya, and hopefully some guys will help him out. So I don't think he'll stay in his current conundrum for too long. Let's hope anyway. Right guys, stay safe out there, take it easy, and ciao for now. Bye bye.